You, what's that word? How y'all living? Y'all good? Well, Grand Rising, everyone. And this is going to be about a little anime, a little game, a little cabanino. You know what I'm saying? Uh, this morning, just going to free flow it, let it come how it comes. Ain't really doing no tripping. We're just gonna let it flow this morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's grounded for the day. Start their morning with a little God in their life. You know what I'm saying? Got your Bible verses in before you start the day. Picked up that phone. You feel me? I still have yet to journal yet today, but we're gonna get it together, man. You know, nigga had a late start. Wifey gonna get her hair done and shit today, so look like it's gonna be me and y'all till it's time for work. God damn me. Well, we're gonna get into Records of Ragnarok. Basically, anime creators are bleeding right now. Gamers are sweating profusely over these releases and what they're getting out as content and products right now. And the world quietly did a few things overnight. What are they? We'll get into it. And cannabis laws are moving faster than my Wi-Fi. But that's not in the United States, I tell you that much. It's definitely overseas in Europe. They see more of the benefits of cannabis use. Maybe not frequent cannabis use, but you know, the occasional J, Bleezy, whatever. I'm trying to personally get away from blunts. I just haven't found a paper that I like yet, personally. The ones you do commonly use are zigzag king size papers. But yeah, that's just me, my preference. You know what I'm talking about. Who we got? Hell yeah, I'm cold. It's freezing around this motherfucker, man. What's up with it? Alternate account 4868. United States. Yes, indeed. That's where I'm hailing from. In the southern region. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my peoples in the South, because we seem to have the worst cannabis laws like ever, but that's okay. They're getting there slowly but surely. I mean, the shit is coming along, but golly, how long does it take y'all to see the benefits of cannabis? But like, it's just crazy. Like, you'll have a school growing it, but then like won't fully like legalize the shit. But you got students fucking basically being drug manufacturers for you. If that's the case. Like, I don't know. It's all about loopholes. But nonetheless, this is your morning hit. The country of Trump. Yeah. No, I don't support the orange man, my dude. I don't. I'm really not a fan of dude, personally. I really don't like to get into politics because you know how people get in their fifis. You can find me on Threads, Squish.Arcana. You can find me on Twitter or X at Squish Arcana. Really, you can find me anywhere at Squish Arcana, honestly. Just put my name in, you'll find me. TikTok, YouTube, whatever. iHeartRadio, fuck. I'm everywhere. So let's get into this shit, y'all. Let's talk about some anime and shit. All right. Let's get to this shit. All right, we're gonna talk about Record of Ragnarok Season 1, episodes 1 through 2, 1 and 2. That sounds a little bit better in my opinion. Let's start this one off with anime. I usually start off with what the fuck news, but we're gonna start off with the anime. Because they wasted zero time throwing punches in this anime, man. Season 1, episode 1. The gods from every mythology. I'm talking about, you got Norse, you got Greek, You have Hindu, you have Egyptian, you have Japanese, you have Chinese. They all meet in Valhalla. And if you don't know what Valhalla is, that's basically like Mount Olympus for the Nordics, I want to say, or the Norse. Um, I okay. Now they basically vote to in the world. Like humans have done too much fucking up. We're tired of them type shit. All right. We're gonna meet at Valhalla and we're gonna come up. What are we gonna do with the humans? So they go to Valhalla. You know, Zeus there. If y'all know what Zeus looks like, he is very old looking. Like, and I don't know what was the reason for Zeus looking the way he looks. But he kind of has like different forms on some shit. Like, let me see if I can find Zeus. Because I think that was one of the best battles was Zeus versus Adam. That was a good one, personally, in my opinion. I think that was a great fucking battle. I don't care what anyone says, how you feel about it. Doesn't really matter to me. But this here is Zeus. But that's Zeus in one of his forms. The Zeus walking around does not look like that. Zeus looks like a decrepit old man walking around talking shit to everybody. And that's kind of what it seems like on some shit too. Like he's just an old nigga talking shit to everybody. Like, will this nigga fight at the beginning? Basically, what I was thinking, like, is he gonna really fight somebody, or is he just kind of fucking up shit? You know what I mean? But nonetheless, they unanimously vote humans are done. Too chaotic, destructive, and careless. Now, if you think about that shit in real life, sure, why not? I do, yeah, you can do that. Are you still a drug dealer? Whoa, that's crazy work. Who said I was ever a drug dealer? That's crazy. That's wild. I've never been accused of being a drug dealer before. That's crazy work. All right, y'all on that bullshit this morning, I see. Okay, that's what's up. I can fuck with it. No, I am not a drug dealer. Yes, I do need a video editor. Fucking right. Yes, I do. Nonetheless, okay. Enter Brunhild, the eldest of the Valkyries. She challenges the vote and proposes Ragnarok is 13 humans versus 13 gods, one-on-one fights. Catch these hands. Let's do this shit. And ain't no bitching if you lose. Right. Humanity survives if 7 wins are achieved. Now, do I feel like that shit is right? Hell to the no. Because, I mean, given that the human race ain't really been on the best of terms with itself, I don't know what the fuck we really thought we was going to do with the gods. I mean, I'm glad that we came together and found people who were willing to fight, but that's crazy work when you know you basically find all the deities that you've heard of over the years. Now, the first matchup was announced as Thor, the Norse god of thunder, and Labu, legendary Chinese war general. No prep, no speeches. They just get into it. You feel what I'm saying? Labu pushes Thor backwards, a human literally moving a god. But also, well, really, the gods realize humans are more dangerous than expected. But also, the Valkyries are also part of their weapons. The Valkyries kind of submit themselves to the warrior, the human warrior, and becomes part of their weapon. So in turn, they have like godlike abilities in a way, or some upper echelon type shit going on. So they can actually injure, hurt, fuck up the gods in some kind of shape, form, or fashion. But I think if they didn't have that Valkyrie shit going on in the anime, honestly, it wouldn't have made sense because it's like, how the fuck do human weapons even deal with a god or a deity of this magnitude? So, I mean, I feel it. Episode 2 is called War of the Opponent. It's still with Thor, but Thor stops holding back, activating Mjolnir's Thor's hammer, basically. Awaken power of lightning, crackling in the arena. But the nigga's hammer is like some crazy ass shit. Like his hammer pulse is like, it's kind of, it makes no sense for them to kind of overdo the overall size of, the hammer pulse. But I mean, I get it for, for anime's sake. You know what I mean? You don't want him to look kind of like Thor off of fucking Avengers. But really, that's kind of the only depiction of Thor we really consistently had that I know of. So, yeah, we're just going to leave it at that. Labu manages to injure Thor, shocking gods and Valkyries alike, which is what I'm saying. Like, Labu's curse is too strong for his era. Bored of no worthy rivals, he finally finds a true challenge in Thor. The strength alone isn't enough. Courage, skill, and willpower define victory. Basically, episode 1 says humans can hit gods. Episode 2 said humans can beat gods. So that's a lot for mythology to digest at one time. You dig what I'm saying, man? So it's that type shit. I'm taking Larry Bird all day. So yeah, I'll take Larry Bird though. I ain't gonna hold you. Because he talked shit and backed it up. And then thinking about, like, dude, he was a white dude in a league full of niggas. Like, that had to mean something. Him and Jerry West get my respect off of that alone. Nigga, you is playing a sport where you might not necessarily belong. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I don't know. I just done been there, so I fuck with it. I ain't got no issue with it. Hey, please don't refer to me as your pusher. Thank you. All right. Now we're gonna get into season 3, the more current season of Record of Ragnarok. So this is episode 1 and 2. That's all I've seen so far. Season 3 immediately raises stakes beyond brute force because the recap is like, okay, it has to be better than what the fuck we ended with, right? So episode 1 was like power shifts and psychological warfare. Gods now fear humans due to their winning category now, and having already seen them fight, it kind of goes from strategy and reputation now to just raw power. New fighters are introduced by what they represent, adding tension to the arena. Valkyries are more than weapons. They are partners and guides enhancing human adaptability, which is what I mentioned earlier. Like, it's, if it wasn't for the Valkyries, I don't think that the humans would have much of a chance if it wasn't so many of them, or the sisters and shit. You know what I mean? But I can say that nigga Nostradamus is a fucking fool, man. Like, that nigga don't give no fucks. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, please go check out the anime, man. Like, dead ass. Go check that shit out. It's worth it. I ain't gonna put y'all on no bullshit, man. It's more so divine power is static, but human power evolves. Like, it's kind of like, how can I compare this to some shit? I feel like the gods are already plateaued out. The gods are already plateaued out, right? Right. But the humans may not even know what the fuck they're capable of because they never had this type of power before. These were just regular ass humans who kind of, you know what I'm saying, made their own way, doing their own thing type shit. And then now we got godlike abilities on some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Guys openly debate strategy in the show, but showing ego, fear, and a lot of frustration, especially the motherfucking God of War. Ares, nigga is big for no fucking reason, bro. Like, dude is literally the smallest nigga on the fucking show, but scary as a motherfucker, man. Oh, what's up with it, G? Top of it. What's good? Grand Rising. Talking a little record of Ragnarok, man. You know what I mean? Personally, humans' greatest weapon in the show is unpredictability because they don't know what to expect from these folk. They just know what they did at a certain point in time in life. And then they also kind of base that shit off of the intros. Like the way they come out is the kind of like the way that God based the match type shit. Like, fuck. I can't remember homie name. But he was nonetheless, it was the last fight I watched, last match I watched. And it was like the way they brought him out, like everybody from every emperor, every whatever, from any dynasty was just holding dude up and they rolled out the red carpet and that's how he walked down. And then fucked around, like dude had like a scarf tied around his face, like on some like Ninja Gaiden shit, and dude wasn't even fucking blind. He was whooping ass with a fucking scarf on for no reason. Like, that shit was crazy. Then he just whips it off. Dude got blue eyes. I'm like, what the fuck? But, you know what I'm saying? That's just my little 1-2 recap of the shit. Check it out for yourself. See if you like it. Season 3 turns regular to Ragnarok from a fish show into philosophy with fists. Humans adapt, gods react, and stakes are even higher. All right, we're gonna get into this gaming shit. I ain't gonna lie, gaming culture right now is taking a big ass hit. I don't know if it's because the releases, the developers, the studios, but it's a lot about hard fights, big brains, and zero handhold in this bitch. Live services are kind of under fire right now, basically because of what any QA tester fucking knows. You patch one thing, you break something else. But now those breaks are becoming bigger and bigger, and they are being harder and harder to fix. So it's going to be a trickle effect. It's no way around that shit. But also, there is a way around it. Taking the time to work the bugs out before you release it to the public. Stop putting your shit out and being like, oh, it's a beta. And then, you know what I'm saying? Final copy, you know, this shit. But when you know, like, that beta ain't right, bro. Like, y'all developers can really be ag with that shit. Like, y'all know this shit is broke. And, like, then it'll be a legacy fucking bug. Okay, I'll break that down. A legacy bug is something it's just been there. It don't really affect too much, but it's a constant bug that you're going to see and you're going to have to document. But then you just put it as a legacy. Everybody knows that this is going to be a reoccurring problem, clipping, whatever. And then you go about your business. But the way it's going now, you can't, their legacy bugs or, you know, issues are fucking up everything. So it's like you're getting a bad game on top of buggy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. And I remember, like, we used to do that shit so much at EA. Like, we used to sit there and we'd be emailing back and forth all day long, sending screenshots and shit. And they won't fix the fucking bug or try to. When we're telling you, like, if you do this, this happens. So if you eliminate this should clear up and the game will run fine. No, what do they do? It's okay. And go back to doing a whole bunch of fucking nothing. But I can't say that about all the developers I worked with. It was just some. But it's also part of the game I was on too. I was on fucking Sims. And I worked Sims Mobile. And The Simpsons. And a few other games. But we ain't gonna go to that shit. I mean, honestly, I think players want no safe zones, no tutorials, just like a throw me in the type of shit. I think that's what people want now, honestly. I think people just want to get thrown into the game. Fuck the books like in the 90s and 2000s and shit. Like, let's just get into the game. I figure shit out on my own. And open world that shit by all means. But you know what's crazy about you saying that though? I guarantee you, GTA 6 is gonna be the buggiest shit y'all ever seen. Watch. Through all this waiting and all this shit, watch it be bugged the fuck out. And then they still gonna hit you for it. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like I feel like as a consumer or as consumers, we should start getting on their ass a little more. Like, hey man, take this bullshit back. Get it right the first time. Because really, if you think about it, indie games are beating the big studios right now. But it's like, okay, but I also feel like this too, D. Are they gonna hit us with just the game? Or are they gonna hit us with a game and a console? You feel what I mean? Because I ain't paying for the shit either way. But I mean, at some point I might. But it's like, dog, what you know what I mean? Like, what y'all really trying to do? Are y'all trying to give us a dope ass game for our money? Or y'all just gonna keep, spoon feeding us bullshit until we get a shitty ass game and now we stuck? Well, I mean, you're not really stuck unless you just make all gaming content. Then yeah, you might have to go pay that 200 or get that new console and shit. But then I feel like that's a way for them to push that shit on us. Like, oh, this streamer has it, so you need to have it type shit. Same shit that Sydney was talking about. Overconsumption. Well, I mean, that's just me or how I see it. I see it like they just want us to, find us a way to consume their product in a way. You feel me? Okay. Now I'm gonna get into like this ain't really what the fuck news, but it kind of is. You feel me? The government is reversing and reclassifying laws and updating policies, but they ain't saying shit about it. You feel what I'm saying? And like that's some crazy ass shit to be going on. And like we don't talk about that shit. Like how they can just overnight flip some shit. We won't know it. But then you can still almost get banned, you know what I'm saying, for the shit. I mean, the only one I can see that we talking about is well that I can vouch for is the EPA shit because EPA was down here, like I said before, at my job in the parking lot. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, they trying to put us in a dome. They trying to put us in a fucking dome. But they trying to, I guess, for the forever chemicals, that type of shit. You know what I mean? But uh, I feel like it's way more shit that you got to deep dive on when you say that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm honestly like, I'm gonna put it like this: things that were legal last year may now be decriminalized, regulated, or under review. So silent shifts are happening, but it's faster than they would like to report, I would say. Because I feel like if you can make time for all that baby back celebrity bullshit, why can't we talk about what the fuck is changing in our government? Like, you just never know what they got going on. You know what I mean? And the shit, like, I don't know. I feel like history, it doesn't necessarily always repeat, but it updates its terms of services. Like, you know how, like, when a motherfucker get hacked or company get hacked, they all of a sudden send you an update to your email telling you, oh, well, we're updating our terms of service for this, this, and this, like direct deposit or your overdraft or whatever. But that's only because of a fuck up that already occurred, if that makes sense. So it's like, what if that's the same thing that's going on with history? You know what I mean? Like, what if that's the shit that we go through? Like, hang on, fuck it, I'm gonna say it. Like racism. Like, racism is really no longer, hey, you nigger. It's more like, I'm not gonna hire you. You feel what I'm saying? Or it's like, it's not the same as it was in the 50s and 40s and shit. Like, now it's different. It's a updated modern version of racism. You know what I'm saying? Where it's systematically or however you want to look at it. But I'm just saying, I can feel that part. I know me. Um, I'm doing a global cannabis watch. Uh, Speaking of a quiet change, cannabis policy is kind of right in that cusp. Europe, South Africa, I mean not South Africa, South America, and Asia. Medical cannabis imports and exports are rising, which makes it because Thailand has some shit on the stick, bro. That shit look fire out. But they really, it's not even like on some primitive shit. Like, they got jars and full dispensaries and shit in Asia. That shit look kind of decent. You know what I'm saying? And I think they did like a little cannabis cup type of shit over there. I'm fucking with it. But countries treating cannabis as healthcare and an economic resource and not a culture. And I feel like that's one thing that it will never be looked at fully in the United States because we still remain like kind of fragmented on some shit. Like, it's state to state type shit. Some states legal, some still criminal. Then the federales, yeah, that shit get finicky. But I feel like if you have economic incentives and health benefits, it's gonna make some quiet global shifts. Like, it's some places probably catch on faster than others, you know what I'm saying? Or depending on, how liberal some may feel about it. You feel me? So I don't know. I think it's all perspective because some people don't see it as a medicine. Some people see it as just a drug of sorts. So, I mean, to each stay on. But sometimes the fastest moves weren't always the loudest ones. So take that with you. Put it in your pocket. Let's go ahead and run through this. Anime fans are now saying that they don't like the matchups and record of Ragnarok. Cannabis penalties are loosening in other countries. And I feel like mythology anime is outperforming expectations at this point. Because I don't think anyone expected Record or Ragnarok to make season 3. So basically, that was your morning hit. 30 minutes of me talking about anime, bullshit, and how fucked up our world can be at times and how slow it can be. But hey, it is what it is, man. Like, comment, subscribe. I might be back tomorrow. Y'all know how I am. Well, I'm sometime with the morning hit because my ass don't be want to get up. But I'm going to holler at y'all. Till next time. I'm
so let me know her name is sleep. On shine on my grind, and I'm low my fucking time. Lane sits on my peaks, ride mining through the wine. Don't buy, on my mind,